What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? So today is September 17th, 2024. Happy birthday to KBDX Tokyo, which was 4 days ago, September 13th. So if you haven't checked out his latest video, go check it out. Say happy birthday in his comment section or here. And yeah, let's jump into it. So Crypto Nation first edition booster box. Now last week there were two auctions, I believe, that ended at like 145, 155, around 150 American. But if you go over to EV and HQ or whatever, they got a lot of boxes still. They have 279. I'll just prove it here. Entrant 280, that's too many. 279? Yeah, 279 first edition booster boxes going for $99 each. Now, if you're watching it, you might have received an alert where they gave 25% off to anyone watching it, so you can get it for like 75 bucks. So anyone pick up any of these? That's crazy. I mean, in auction they were selling for 150 last week, but then we got this company over here, or eBay seller, selling them for 100 bucks. So let me know what you think about that. And check this out. They also have 1,322 Nightfall boxes, just to show. Boom, you cannot buy 1,323, but you can buy 1,322 at $37 American each. So they have a ton of product. And they also have bundle packages too, so you could buy 5 for $140, and that would be equal to $28 a box instead of buying it for $37 a box. And then if you buy more than one lot of 5, it gets cheaper and cheaper, all the way down to $125, or well, $126. So that gets you down to about $25 for a Nightfall booster box. Okay, so let's check out some sales as to what's really going on. So we do have 2 first edition booster boxes and an autographed first edition Mothman pack. Sold for $202.50, so that's about $100 a booster box. And then we have Hello Kitty once again. They're selling their booster boxes for $99, well, 100 bucks. There's no best offer. Maybe if you add to watch list, maybe they'll give you a discount. But they have 19 boxes left, and I'll just show once again. If you want to buy 20, you cannot do it. But if you want to buy 19, and this is the special pink box that has those alternate arts and whatever. Next, on September 13, 2024, we had a Kickstarter booster box. Looks in pretty good condition. Sell for $710 American. Next, we have a regular Hello Kitty booster box. Sold for $50 American. Here we have a 30th anniversary booster pack. Sold for $2.25. If you can find these boxes, they come with 5 packs in a box. This is the only product that has invisible ink. I know we're always crazy about chasing, red ink, blue ink, everything else. But this has invisible ink. Really cool card, and I feel like it's severely underrated and super hard to pull. Like, very hard to pull. For myself, and I've seen many other videos, I opened up 10 boxes of these and I only got 1 invisible ink. Here we have another MetaZoo Hits the Road sealed promo pack, sold for $31. Here's a card I've never seen before. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just exclusive to Dark Tower. $80, buy it now. PSA 8 for the Charnel House Visit. Pretty cool. I've never seen this card before. Here we have a lot of 63 MetaZoo coins. Sold for $22.49 as buy it now. Here we have a Green Man, a Hollow Joker card. PSA 10 sold for only $9.50. How in the world did that grade a PSA 10? That looks... I mean, I know you don't have to have perfect centering at PSA, but that's a lot of icing on top, you know what I mean? If this was an Oreo cookie, that'd be nice. But this isn't an Oreo cookie. This is a PSA 10 poker card, and that is pretty far from a PSA 10. This is an Oreo 10. That's what this is. 10 out of 10 for lots of frosting goodness right there. Here we have a Nightfall booster box that sold for $26. Here we have another one, and the shipping's actually a little bit less. Sold for $10.50. And another one for $12.50. Shipping's a little more. But still, I mean, it's a Nightfall booster box. Here we have a second edition Full Hollow Flatwoods Monster PSA 10, sold for $6. I wouldn't grade. I would highly don't advise grading any second edition cards. unless it's like Mothman Full Hollow. And even then, if it gets PSA 10, just keep it, because resale onto secondary market, you're gonna lose money, guaranteed. Hey, it's a Dim Mak Mothman rug. Pretty nice looking rug. I believe Nick Strength Pokemon has this. I think another one too, but I know he has this one for sure. It sold for $127.50. Hey, here's a nice card. Dragon's Breath. Piazza Bird with tons of full holo. Let's take a look. Sample card. Pretty nice card. PSA 9 sold for $225.50. Here we have the Mothman Festival promo card from 2023, so last year. It sold for $30.19, still in the original wrapper. Here we have Mothman. I mean, it's Ross. Maybe there's something wrong with it, but full holo Mothman from Magicast. Sold for only $4.25. Here's one of the coolest cards in all of MetaZoo. Halloween, $7, full holo. Here we have first edition Spellbook, sold for $18.03. 2 UFO lunchboxes, sold for $31. 2 Nightfall Spellbooks, sold for $24.38. A box of UFO, booster box of UFO, sold for $15.50. Now here's a cool artwork from Seance. So it's called Death, right? How crazy is that? $10.09 for the playtester. This is just a sweet looking card. Let's just zoom right on in. That is awesome. We'll just take a moment to appreciate that. I mean, this is just a silver rarity non-holo MetaZoo card, but that's pretty creepy. That's awesome. Here we have Bigfoot from Top Series 0. The Aura holo, so it's got the green border around it. So autographed and doodled by Poncho. The card was a PSA 8, the autograph's PSA 9. Sold for $21.50. Here we have the Patreon Caster Medal. PSA 10, sold for $29.25. Uncle Sam, first edition, not Kickstarter, just first edition. Autographed and doodled by Victor Larson. PSA 9, Authenticato, $31. Take a look at the doodle and the signature. Pretty cool. It's a cool card. I mean, it's only a PSA 6 Authenticato, but it is... And it was only $22.50, but it is stamped with the Nightfall stamp. And that's pretty cool. I mean, Poncho Auto, cool little doodle. Here we have the Dark Tower bundle, so you get a whole bunch of goodies. Just $12.50. Why not? I mean, even just for the hat, why not? You get a shirt though, you get the lanyard. I mean, a steal of a deal, without a doubt. I love the description. MetaZoo box sealed. Yeah, the NFT box. And inside it, if they put some G.I. Joe packs inside this box, there was a good deal. But if they didn't reseal this and put G.I. Joe packs inside, then I don't know. $27.88. I mean, it's not a lot of money, so maybe it's a cool collector's item. But if they open it, hopefully they get G.I. Joe packs. That's the only thing that would make this worth it. Hey, another week and another Fan Illustrator medal sold. PSA 10. Now it's down to $62. Every week it's going down. I remember 2 weeks ago it was 76, then went down to 70, and now it's at 62. Here's an interesting one. So it's a Crypto Nation second edition box topper, which normally isn't worth anything. It's snowing. It's a PSA 8. I mean, but it's authentic auto, and it's a pretty cool doodle. Sold for $31. That's pretty cool. I mean, just for that doodle and the autograph, I think that was definitely worth the price. Here we have a Collecticon stamped Adam Ackler, PSA 8, auto got a 10, $19.50. Let's take a look. Pretty cool. Here we have a first edition Mothman Blister Pack promo, PSA 10, authentic auto, sold for $32. What? It's auto by Rudy? What kind of marker did he use? This autograph looks like shit. I mean, it's like, that's not a very, he didn't use a very good marker or whatever to sign it. Autograph by Rudy, interesting. Here we have a first anniversary promo, PSA 9, authentic auto by Mike Waddell, sold for $19.50. Here we have a second edition box topper, it's Stars, PSA 8, authentic auto, Poncho, sold for $17.50. Let's take a look at it. I mean, that's kind of cool. I like that. Here we have the Van Meter Festival promo card. Once upon a time was very sought after, like very expensive. Auto got a 10, $36. Let's take a look. Here we have the Patreon Mastercaster Medal PSA 10. Only $29. I'm so sure this and other metal cards used to be worth a lot more, but now they're barely worth grading. 29 bucks, PSA 10. This one actually surprises me. It's a Mothman. Well, it's an error Mothman, right? That's a crazy error. Yeah, that's a lot of Super Saiyan right there. It's only PSA 9 though, so for $21.50. Here's a huge collection of MetaZoo product. So obviously we got the booster boxes, some sealed products, some graded cards from different grading companies. I mean, what is this? What grading company is that? That's something else. And it's a 9. Oh, authentic. Yeah, it's one of those promo cards. Let's see what else we got in here. I mean, if it's not graded from PSA, I don't know what to say, right? I mean, you got this another 9 Ghost Train. Looks like it's just first edition. Reverse Hollow Loveland Frogman 8.5 from DSG. I mean, that's not good. But I think the cream of the crop is down here. Let's get down to the juicy stuff in here. So we do have some autograph cards. Another cool autograph. And then this picture right here. There are quite a few full hollow first edition Mothman in here. So depending on the condition, this could be a steal of a deal. But I mean, they're not graded, but there are quite a few. Yeah, here's another picture right here. There's quite a few. What, so about 5 full hollow first edition Mothman. So it's interesting. You got a Prismore in there, and then you got a whole bunch of first edition, well, obviously first edition, but Nightfall Mothman full hollow there. So it's interesting. $305, good deal, bad deal, who knows? I'm sure whoever bought it thought it was a good deal. So here we have a Kickstarter Loveland Frogman PSA 9, sold for $75 as a buy it now, full hollow. I'm surprised it sold for as much as it did, but this is just 2 blister packs. Kickstarter, so it comes with the promo, the coin, and obviously the pack. But for $200 American as a buy it now. This is an absolute steal of a deal. 3 Nightfall booster boxes. I mean, there's spell books, some sealed product, a lot of sealed cool promo packs, and a shit ton of Mothman Pin Club sealed boxes for $142.50. I would say this was a 100% steal of a deal, this whole lot. Here we have a lot of all 5 first edition Crypto Nation theme decks for $34. We have PSA 10 Kickstarter Sinkhole Sam full hollow, $23.50. Here we have a Loveland Mailman promo raw, sold for $22. A box of Topps Wilderness, so like Top Series 1 I believe they call it, $8.50. And speaking of Loveland Mailman, we had a CGC 10 Loveland Mailman sell for CGC 10 Loveland Mailman sold for $40 American. And also there's a Loveland Mailman PSA 10 with an autograph on it for $40 American. I mean, tell me that isn't a steal of a deal. The raw one sold for $22. CGC 10 sold for $40, but this with an autograph on it sold for $40 as well. I mean, these cards as a PSA 10 used to sell for well over $200, I think maybe even close to $300 American for a PSA 10 3 years ago. So to see this for $40 and its autograph, that's insane. And I thought this was interesting. You know, we just saw this box sell for $8.50. It's still on Topps website. You can go to Topps.com right now and you'll see they used to, when it was sold, like when it first came out in 2022, it sold for $50 per box. Now here we have Chromie's Cryptic Carnival, card number 4 in the set, sold for $30. And in case you feel which card it is, it's this one right here. We also had a lot of 5 Chromie Cryptic Carnival booster boxes in auction, sell for $176 American. As well, we had a full hollow first edition Mothman PSA 9 sold for $50. PSA 10 sold for $102.50 in auction. Next we have some sample cards. So we got a sample Chaos Crystal PSA 9 sold for $500 Canadian. Next the Tarot sample card, 3 of 1s PSA 9 sold for $145 American. Now if you're wondering why I said wow, it's because I can't believe there's a PSA 9 that's sold. I mean, these are very hard to get as a good grade. Wow, a sample card for the Tarot cards PSA 9. Most of these, you know, you're lucky if you got a PSA 7. So to see a PSA 9, very rare to see one of these cards. Because I don't believe any of these graded a PSA 10. So yeah, see here we have the 2022 MetaZoo Tarot sample. Wow, check this out. Yeah, I was right. So 90 have been sent in for the sample cards for the Tarot cards. None of them have a PSA 10. There's only 2 PSA 9s. And then there's a few PSA 8s, but the rest are pretty much PSA 7 or worse. Also on September 15th, we had a Babe the Blue Ox sell for $400 American sample card. Crazy, and it's raw too. Oh, here's a cool one. So we got old Saybrook Blockheads PSA 8 sample card sold for $6.99 American. But it's also stamped. It's a 1 of 1. I'll show you the picture right now. So yeah, this is a 1 of 1. If you see the stamp on a sample card, only one of every sample card was stamped with this MetaZoo stamp on it. The MetaZoo Collecticon stamp. So these are super hard to find, these sample cards, and PSA, it doesn't even matter what the grade is. This is a 1 of 1, so that's pretty crazy. And another 1 of 1, the Crawfordsville Monster PSA 7 sold for $650 American. And yeah, you can see it right here, same stamp. Only one of every sample card has that stamp. And the absolute steal of a deal award goes to this auction right here. I mean, so it sold for $90 American, $123.50 Canadian, but $90 American. Well, $90.85. And look what's in here. I'm pretty sure I've seen these auctioned off before. So maybe whoever auctioned it off, maybe the person didn't pay, or maybe whoever bought it's reselling it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen these exact same cards before in auction. So we have a PSA 10 full hollow Wendigo, PSA 9 full hollow Walking Sam Kickstarter, and then, oh, what do we got over here? Headless Horseman full hollow PSA 10 from Nightfall. But I mean, where the real juice of this is, I mean, this is crazy. 2 reverse hollow Mothman Kickstarter, both of them Kickstarter, both PSA 9. Now, I know it's reverse hollow, but I mean, if you open up a Kickstarter box, just put in the context, we saw a Kickstarter box earlier sell for, what, $710? If you pull 2 reverse hollow Mothman out of there, you would be very excited. I mean, what's the best thing you could pull is full hollow Mothman. Then the second best card is probably full hollow Loveland Frogman. But probably the third best card you could pull is probably reverse hollow Mothman. Right? I would say so. I mean, it's a Kickstarter Mothman, reverse hollow or full hollow. I mean, for $90 American. And then there's also a Collecticon stamped Grim Reaper from Nightfall, full hollow. And that was, oh, what happened to my screen here? Oh, everything just went out of whack here. Okay, there we go, we're back. Yeah, and that's a PSA 9 as well. I looked up the PSA population for this card. There's only 13 of these graded at PSA, and only one's a PSA 10. There's 8 PSA 9s. So that's one of them. I mean, that's a pretty sweet card. For $90 American. What is going on with my zooming here? I mean, to put it in real perspective, how much would it cost to get all these cards graded, right? Pretty much you're paying the grading fees. It would cost around $90 to get 6 cards graded. So these cards are pretty much free. You just paid the grading fees and got all 6 of these cards. So to end this video, I guess the big question is, has anyone been buying these first edition booster boxes for $100 from Evand HQ? And I know if you click on the watching thing, they have sent out offers for 25% off of that to get it for $74. So, or have you bought some of these Nightfall booster boxes? We saw some of the auctions this week. They sold for like literally $12 to $15 for Nightfall booster boxes, plus shipping, of course. Or are you going to buy one of these bundles for several Nightfall booster boxes, which isn't a bad deal at all. But I don't know. What do you think of the market? What do you think is going to happen with MetaZoo? There's a lot of crazy deals out there. Anyways, let me know what you think. Let me know of any deals that you picked up that I maybe missed on here on eBay. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.